In this video I will share with you how I changed my job in 6 months from a home carer to a software developer with no money investments, with no perfect English knowledge, in my 30s and as a mom with 2 kids. And my goal is to inspire and motivate you if you're considering to change your career. Let's begin. Hi friends, I'm Victoria. I am now a software developer and this is my first YouTube video. I would like to share with you my story, how I became a software developer, and my goal is to help you guys and give you some advice and tips which I didn't have when I was on my way to change my career. So this video I divided in 2 parts. In first part I'm going to share with you my background, where I'm coming from, and in the second part I will share with you how I said hello code. So let's begin with first part, my background. Since secondary school I was looking for the profession which would be suited for me personally, which would make me happy. So I had a big list of professions which I was thinking about, considering about, and then I picked only few of them which I was really thinking seriously about. So that was a management path or a teacher path. When I was thinking about teacher, I was considering about to become a math teacher or religious teacher or computing teacher. So those 3 areas was interesting for me. After discussing those my thoughts with my family, everybody agreed that management path is the best for me. So I picked that university course and I was studying that for 2 years. After I realized that I don't really like it, I don't really have those skills for this profession, especially I don't want to build those skills. So I decided then to choose plan B and go to study for a teacher. I was thinking about religion a lot, so I am a person who believes in God. I'm not sure if you guys, but I do. So I decided I'm going to study theology. I completed all 6 years and became a religious teacher. At that time I already was expecting my second baby. I wasn't really able to go and work as a teacher as I had to take care after my babies. At the same time we decided with my husband, and if not now then never, we would like to move to another country and try life abroad. So we decided to move to England, and especially because we wanted to learn English. At that time we didn't speak English at all, and at the same time to give my husband an opportunity to move on his theology path and complete PhD degree. So after we moved to England, I realized that my degree as a teacher not really enough here. So I should complete extra courses to become a teacher. I opened the question about my profession again. Like, do I really want to give extra effort to the theology? Do I want to become teacher here in England, or do I want to try something else? And I was feeling lost, to be honest. I was feeling like what I should do here. Like, I already have some kind of profession, but that profession is not enough here. So I do need to become something else, or do I need to prove my knowledge again? At the same time my sister was completing her nurse course, and we were talking a lot about medical professions. So I was considering maybe I should think about some medical profession, like to become a physiotherapist. I have problems with my back, so I was thinking that would be good benefit for myself as well as for other people, as I really know what they struggle with. But I don't really wanted to waste my time again for something that I'm not sure about. I was thinking, if I want to try, if any of medical professions suited to me, then I need to try some work with people, and that is the best option was to become a home carer. You just do your training and then you go straight away to the people, working with them. And I was working as a home carer for nearly 2 years, and to be honest that was very hard for me, not physically as emotionally. So one day I came home and I was devastated with the situation which happened in my job, and I was sitting in a kitchen and crying, and my husband tried to support me and give me some advice. And then he said, remember you was thinking about becoming computing teacher, so what if you trying coding? What if you trying to check yourself in that area? So I promised him that I will try some, but then I still didn't have time to children, job, household, and I just put that away as soon as I get chicken pox in my 30s, and it was very scratchy, to be honest. And to distract myself, I decided I will going to do some coding course. I promised my husband that I will do my coding course, but in real life, when the everyday routine coming, when you need to take care after your children, when you need to focus onto the household, when you need to focus onto your job, you don't really feel like there is a space for that. So that will be my first tip. If you're promising somebody or yourself, then you want to start with that. Say a specific day, like tomorrow at 6 p.m. I'm going to sit down, I'm picking the course, and I will focusing on that for 2 hours, or whenever, or today. Just choose specific day and mark it in your calendar. That will help you and motivate you, and that specific day I need to do that. I didn't done that, but thanks God I get my first and hopefully last chicken pox, and I was feeling really bad. I wasn't able to go to job, I wasn't able to take care of children. I was looking for something what would distract me of scratching. And here coming a second part of the video where I'm going to share with you how I became into the coding world. So I decided to give a chance for coding in my life. I gave myself 1 month, and if in this month I will find coding interesting, then I will consider about coding more seriously. So I asked my husband which language I should pick, and he advised me to choose Python, and simply because Python is used across diverse fields, from web and game development to the machine learning, and it's easy to learn as a first coding language. I found a ton of Python courses, but only few of them were really good for me to understand the fundamentals of the language, and that is a second tip for you guys. If you're choosing a course for yourself, first of all, try to understand if the structure of the code is built by your logic. Don't be afraid if you started some course and then you realize it's not suited for you at all, it's not built by your logic, just leave it and start another. That's normal. We all people different, and we're thinking different ways. Don't waste your time to understanding somebody's logic if they is already created for you. How I did, I was looking for courses, and I was checking probably 10 courses. First 2 lectures I understood, no, it's not how I would understand that topic, so let's move on. This course which I found in my language was pretty good for me. I understood everything. It was challenging, at the same time interesting and enjoyable, but achievable. So that was just right as my personality is. It had everything what I need to be motivated for learning. After completing that first course, I decided to find another course, but in English language now, and I completed that course as well, and that was really beneficial for my English language. And that is my third tip for you guys. If you are not English native speaker, don't be afraid to find a course in your language first to understand the coding language and those basics, to understand the logic of the coding language. And then don't be afraid to waste time and check the similar course in English. That will be beneficial for you, first of all, to repeat and recap everything what you learned in your language, but at the same time it will really helpful to build your vocabulary in tech English, what really helped me as well. After completing those 2 Python courses, I was really brave to start my first project, and my first project ended after 2 lines of the code. I was devastated, like what's going on? I know this language, all fundamentals of this language, but I don't know what to do else. I need really somebody who will lead me. I started considering to become in coding field more seriously, so I started to looking for different courses. I was looking for some local courses, and some of them were quite expensive for me, and others were unsuitable for people with kids. And to be honest, I didn't give up. I was checking every day in hope that maybe I will find something and will get some opportunity, like something cheap and possible to do with children in the time when children in school. And one night when I was procrastinating on the Facebook newsline, and there was an advert on which were in big letters saying fully funded coding bootcamp for a woman who lives in my shire. I was quite skeptic about it, but anyway, I clicked on the link. I checked all parameters, if I suited for this course or not, and I realized that I match all requirements to get that fully funded bootcamp course. And suddenly Facebook closed the link. So I lost the advert, but I didn't lose my hope. I realized that is possible to get some course, fully funded course, and especially that course was as well online in the time when children in school. So you cannot imagine, guys, I wasn't able to sleep. I was waiting till morning to share my findings with my husband. In the morning I realized that I don't know the bootcamp name. I know nothing about the bootcamp, but I knew that they have that opportunity and I have to find it. So I was sitting for 2 hours on Facebook just in hope to get that advert, and yes, that advert found me again. So after applying to the bootcamp, I get a condition to pass coding challenge in 1 week, and if I complete that coding challenge, then I will be approved for the course. And I will be honest, the coding challenge was in JavaScript, and I was like, why I didn't learn JavaScript, why I learned Python. I cannot believe why I choose the wrong language. But to be honest, after I started learning JavaScript, I realized if you learn one language, you will easily pick up another. So I was able to understand JavaScript just in 3-4 days. And when the challenge came, I was able to complete nearly all challenges because I was practicing a lot in Python, and the logic of coding is similar. My fourth tip for you: learn something. If I wouldn't learn Python, I wouldn't be able to complete challenge in JavaScript. But because I was investing into my knowledge, my time, that beneficial me. Really, that gave me that opportunity to be able to complete this challenge. If you want to learn coding, just start learning some language. You don't be afraid that you're learning wrong language. It's okay to know at least one. Then you easily pick up another and another. If you want to switch from Python to the C# or to the JavaScript, it will be much more easier than you will learn that language from scratch, from beginning, without any background knowledge in coding. About bootcamp. On a bootcamp, I was studying JavaScript very deeply. After completing backend and frontend part in the course, as a team of 5, we've been given to build an application from scratch in 2 weeks. What was quite excited, after completing the course, in 2 months I've been able to find a job where I'm already working for 1 year. That is my 5th tip for today. That if you're thinking that you've been able to learn alone without bootcamp support, it's true, but it will take you much more longer. I was studying coding 5 months, and 1 month I was recapping what I was learning before. I've been able to find job. When my husband is self-taught developer, and I don't want to tell that he knows less than me, he knows enough. His coding knowledge good, but he was learning much more longer. It took him years to become on the level where I was in 4 months. If your thoughts now about them, you don't have any bootcamp in your area and you don't really know where to go to study coding, then I want to say you stop now. First, what you need to do is pick your first coding language which you're going to study. Then choose a course and set a day when you're going to do that course, when you're going to start this course. Third, what you need to do is to check then you understand that terminology in English. If you're watching this video and you are not English native speaker as I am, then go check courses in your language and in English that will help you to improve your tech English level. Just think about them. Your small steps now will beneficial you in future. Thank you for watching this video. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments section below and I will answer them in the next videos. See you next time. Bye!